Hi folks, welcome to another technical video from AA Silencers. The car on the ramp in the background is a lovely Peugeot RCZ Coupe. It's coming to us having already been into a Peugeot main dealer with reports of a problem with or around the timing chain and or timing. We've already plugged into it. It's got error codes in there for cam crank correlation, so we certainly need to be doing a bit more diagnostics on it, which we're going to do now. So once we get under the bonnet, this particular engine is joint venture between PSA Group and BMW. It's used in a number of different vehicles. We know it best from the Mini Cooper S, which we see loads and loads of. We're obviously now going to get involved, do a bit of diagnostics work on it, start checking the outputs from the cam crank sensors using our nice picoscope, and we'll work out what's going on. Right, so what we've got on screen in front of us now is the output from the camshaft and crankshaft sensors. The crank is in blue, the cam is in red. You've got a timing mark at this sort of position here. You can see that's repeated every crank rotation. And where that is in regards to the actual camshaft sensor output signal and the change of state of that signal on the red determines whether or not it will actually allow the engine to fire and run. If it goes too far out, then clearly it starts throwing cam crank synchronization codes or correlation codes, which is what we've got, and that's clearly a problem. Now, we don't actually have specific data from this exact engine code, but we do have it off from Mini Cooper S's and things like that, which are very, very similar in style and setup, although they use two camshaft sensors. So we're basing it off that. We reckon it's around about 10 degrees out. But obviously we're going to strip it out now, find out exactly what's going on, and we'll do this exact same test again after, and we'll see how far out we were. Quite some time later, this is where we find ourselves. We've actually pinned this engine up now on the crank, so it's in the correct position, which is 90 degrees before TDC. And those are your cam locking tools, which clearly will not go into place. So we've definitely got a timing error, 100%. We've proved this diagnostically, and we've now proved it physically. So it's now time to get it all completely stripped, get a new chain kit in and get it timed correctly. We're now in a position where we've removed the old chain kit. Along the way we found that we've got multiple oil leaks, notably from the rocker cover, which we'd already seen, but also from the pins that hold the guides in place and from the front crank seal. Now, this chain kit doesn't look to be that old. It's not the finest of quality, and I think potentially whoever's done it has not made the best job of it, which is why we've got a timing error. There was no excessive amounts of play anywhere, there's no excessive wear anywhere. It's just that, unfortunately, the job's not been done correctly. Now that the vehicle's completely rebuilt, brand new chain kit in there, as we said earlier on, we're going to repeat the cam crank output test on the scope. And we have, you see what you can see on screen. This here is happening 11 degrees earlier on that piece there than it was previously. So we were at 11 degrees of crank rotation out between cam and crankshaft. It's just basically the things that sort of happen when people go in and they haven't got the right knowledge or they haven't got the right tooling to do these sorts of jobs. Luckily, we have. This is now all completely rebuilt. Been down the road in it, drives superb. Customer will be absolutely chuffed with it.